Once you have access to the Sage database, rather than using the basic search on the homepage, I would suggest using advanced search. This gives you more control over your search and will produce more accurate search results. So you can see from here, rather than just one single search bar, advanced search gives us multiple search bars and gives us lots of options to tailor the search to what we need as well. So I'm just going to do an example. I'm going to search for youth crime and alcohol. So one of my keywords or phrases is going to be youth crime, and I'm going to put that in that top search bar there. But then I want to combine that with another keyword or phrase, which is alcohol. So I'm going to search for youth crime and alcohol in my second search bar. And then by default, we can see that this setting on the left hand side here, this field, is set to search for these keywords and terms anywhere, which means if these appear anywhere in any of the journal articles or documents that are on the Sage database, that will show in our results, which means, generally speaking, we'll get a lot of results and the search might not be that accurate. So to make it a bit more accurate, what we can do is think about where we want these keywords or terms to appear and then change this field to reflect that. So I know that what I'm looking for, documents that I'm looking for, are going to be really specifically focused on youth crime. So I might want youth crime to appear in the title of an article. And again, thinking about the second term, alcohol, I might want that to appear somewhere like the abstract. So the abstract is a bit like a short description of the entire document. So now I've thought about my keywords and terms, youth crime and alcohol. I've thought about the fields that I'm going to search in, the title and the abstract. It's worth repeating searches using different keywords or terms and synonyms to get a range of results that are still relevant. So I might do one search using the term youth crime and alcohol and get some relevant results, but then I might repeat that and do another search using some synonyms. So instead of youth crime, I might search for adolescent crime, and instead of alcohol, I might search for drinking. So I'll still get useful, relevant results using different keywords and terms. And that's one of the strategies you can use to make sure that you search comprehensively and essentially find what you need to find. So moving on then, I'm just going to run this search and show you what that looks like. Click search. So from here you can see I've got 6 results. We're not going to look at those results just yet. I'm going to go back to my search and show you how changing the fields that I've used to search affects the results. So at the minute, the search I did was youth crime in the title and alcohol in the abstract. I'm going to change abstract to anywhere. So now I'm looking for youth crime in the title and alcohol mentioned anywhere in a document. And again, I'm going to run that search. And you can see we've got a greater number of results now. So before I think we had 6 results, and by changing that field we've got 66 results. And it's not necessarily a right or a wrong, it's a case of experimenting with your search, changing the fields, varying those keywords and terms to get relevant results. There are some other things once you get to this stage you can do to refine your results and make your search even more accurate. So on the right hand side here, we've got some options to refine our search. So one of the things I can do is think about the date that the articles here were published, and how recent I want research to be. So I might only want to view journal articles published in the last 10 years or so. So I might change this to something like 2010 to 2019. Date range, click enter, and now we can see we've got less results now, 35, and all of these results will have been published since 2010. And you can continue to use the options here to refine your results more and more if you need to. So you can filter by subject, by document type, so I might look only at research articles, and so on and so on. Once you've got to this stage, if you've found some articles you're interested in and you want to read, all you need to do is click on the title. So let's say I'm interested in reading this article here. I click on the title, that will open up for me. So now that article's loaded, I have a few options from here. One of the things I might want to do first is read the abstract. The abstract is a bit like a short description of the article, and it will help you to decide whether you want to continue and to read the whole thing. Next, to access the article in full, you may need to log in first of all with Sage. So if you do need to log in, if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, click Open Athens. It says Institutional Access, click Open Athens. And then from here, put your username in and @coventry.ac.uk and your normal password, and click Sign In. And now I can see that download PDF option is highlighted, which means I can download this article if I want to. If you do want to keep articles and store them, I would suggest download them as a PDF. And from here you can use that download button to save that article. So it's a nice easy way of saving them and getting back to them time and time again. So just going back to this page, there's a couple of other things you can do from here. So once you've found one article that you're interested in, if you want to find others that might be of relevance or that's similar, Sage will automatically suggest related articles on the right hand side here, and you can just click on any of those titles to go to them. I'll show you a few more there. The other thing that Sage allows you to do is view article metrics. So on the left hand side here, if I click View Article or Article Metrics, metrics will give me an indication of how frequently this article is interacted with. So for instance here I can see how many times this article has been downloaded, when it's mentioned on social media or in referencing management software, things like that. So it gives an indication of how frequently and how well used this article is. So that's just a really quick overview of how to use Sage, how to conduct searches and access articles using that database. Hopefully that's been helpful.